Welcome to this week's edition of the Rectech Africa News Roundup. And here are the top headlines for the week.
CBN urges banks to recapitalize for $1 trillion economic goal. FIRS issues deadline for tax compliance by international shipping companies. Nigeria explores BRICS membership in next 2 years. Supreme Court sets hearing date for Lagos and Ekiti lottery regulation suit against federal government and 34 states. Ethiopia's switch drives over 92 billion baht in interoperable transactions. Rwanda's central bank grants license to Nala, boosting regional fintech landscape. And UK finance survey reveals majority of banks piloting generative AI. Now the news in details. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has issued a directive instructing banks to strengthen their capital base in alignment with the envisioned $1 trillion economy. Governor Olayemi Cardoso delivered this message on Friday during the 58th annual dinner of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria in Lagos. International shipping companies operating in Nigeria have been directed by the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) to align their financial records with Nigerian tax regulations by December 31 this year. The chairman of FIRS, Zak Adedeji, gave the directive during a workshop jointly organized with the Oil Producers Trade Section in Lagos. He said the initiative is part of FIRS's ongoing efforts to expand the tax base and enhance government revenue, focusing specifically on examining the activities of foreign shipping companies involved in transporting Nigerian crude oil. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, says Nigeria is looking forward to joining the BRICS in order to gain economic and political influence through membership. BRICS, which comprises emerging market powers such as Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, had in August extended invitations to 6 additional countries, which include Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Argentina, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates. The Supreme Court is scheduled March 13, 2024 as the hearing date for a lawsuit initiated in 2008 by the Attorney General of Lagos State against the federal government concerning the control and regulation of the gaming and lottery sector. The Apex Court had issued a court order on October 6, 2020 to include Ekiti State as a co-plaintiff, while it subsequently added Attorneys General of 34 other states as defendants. The plaintiffs are seeking a declaration asserting that the National Assembly lacks the authority to legally and constitutionally enact a law for the regulation and control of lottery operations in Nigeria. Let's go for a short break, and when we come back, the news continues.
Do you want to develop strong foundation in regulatory fundamentals and the role of technology to achieve set organizational strategic plans? Sign up for the Regulatory Technology for Governance, Risk and Compliance training with AGRC in London and elevate your expertise.
Now in African news, Switch, the national switch operator in Ethiopia, entrusted with fostering interoperability among financial institutions, has disclosed a noteworthy achievement, facilitating interoperable transactions totaling 92.4 billion baht in the fiscal year 2022 to 2023. The switch operator said it aims to focus on delivering high-quality services, fortify existing infrastructure, complete ongoing projects, and reinforce international and regional cross-border payment collaborations in the next fiscal year. The National Bank of Rwanda has officially licensed Nala, an East African fintech company, to revolutionize international payments, making them more affordable and reliable for Rwanda. The approval aligns with the recent rollout of the Rwanda Fintech Policy 2022 to 2027, aiming to establish Rwanda as a regional financial center and promote financial inclusion. Now in world news, according to a survey carried out by UK Finance, almost 3/4 of UK financial services firms are presently conducting pilot projects involving generative AI, primarily for tools aimed at enhancing employee efficiency like co-pilot solutions. The survey, which included 23 companies ranging from international to mid-sized banks and non-banking financial services firms, indicates that the most significant opportunities for generative AI are expected in productivity improvement and operational effectiveness rather than customer-facing, revenue-related use cases. And that's it, Rectech Africa News Roundup. Join us again next week for all other important news updates.